Hello, I'm Pat Walsh, a faculty member at Alverno College. I miss Isaac. He has left a handprint on my heart. I was Isaac's academic advisor in the Interactive Media Design program, his teacher in several media classes, and the faculty advisor for Alverno's Gay Straight Alliance. Isaac was a delightful advisee, popping into my office on a whim, plunking down on my couch, and excitedly talking about his dreams. He was an exceptional student, highly creative, quick to learn new technologies, and ready to share his insights with the class about how new media is transforming the world. A lively member of the GSA, he soon rose to a leadership position, serving as an outstanding president of this active student organization. One of the many gifts Isaac shared with the Alverno community, and all of the rest of you, I gather, was his sense of humor. He could do physical humor, slapstick even, but what I appreciated the most was his intelligent, imaginative wit. Isaac bounced off quick and inventive quips that drew on his enthusiasm for wordplay. We can all agree that Isaac was genuinely nice to everyone he met. He chose to be a happy person, and we all benefited from that grace. Anyone who saw Isaac dancing could tell that he had a joyful outlook on life. After this service, take a few moments to watch Isaac dancing in the video outside the chapel, and you will remember Isaac's carefree exuberance. Jessica Jors, a fellow student in the Interactive Media Design program, created this video featuring Isaac's performance in the GSA's 4th annual drag show. Isaac emceed that show as well as performed in it. The drag show won an award that year at the Student Group's award ceremony for being the most outstanding student-produced special event of the year, an accomplishment that Isaac and the rest of the members of the GSA were very proud of. When I first met Isaac, he was called by his birth name, Alicia, except for in the GSA where he was known as Isaac. I became more aware of how deeply he was thinking about his gender identity and gender expression when he spoke eloquently about it as a panelist at an educational event sponsored by the GSA called Q is for Questioning. Then one day before class, he asked me if he could announce to the students that from this point on, he wanted to be called Isaac instead of Alicia, and have everyone use the male pronoun when referring to him. I said, go ahead, reassuring him that Alverno is a diverse, dynamic, and compassionate community. When he made his bold and brave request to the class, his fellow students said, okay, cool, how did you pick the name Isaac? And that was that. I am comforted by the thought that in the last years of his life, Isaac found Alverno to be an accepting environment, with an atmosphere of mutual respect and appreciation of differences, the kind of place where he could take the risk to embrace his authentic self.
Have you ever felt alone? Well, there was one man who could always fix that. Isaac's presence was magical because he could help anyone feel at home.
This was a pivotal part of Isaac's contribution to the Alverno's Gay Straight Alliance. And on behalf of the Alverno's Gay Straight Alliance, we would like to give our thanks to him in the form of a poem.
Not how did he die, but how did he live?
Not what did he gain, but what did he give?
These are the units to measure the worth.
Of a man is a man, regardless of birth.
Not what was his church, not what was his creed.
But had he befriended those really in need?
Was he ever ready with a word of good cheer?
To bring back a smile and to banish a tear.
We came up here as a group because without Isaac, we wouldn't be a group. The semester that he took over the Gay Straight Alliance was a very changing point for our group. We completely changed our dynamic and we are a much stronger group now because of that change. So we wanted to come up here as a group, as a strength, to show that even just the little things can create big things.
Good afternoon, UCW Playhouse. My name is Kristen Weber. I'm the producing director. In February of 2012, we mounted an original show called The Size of the Dream, which was about the quest for marriage equality. It was the week before we opened, Monday night, and we were still missing our Emerson. This Emerson was this young, dynamic organizer who brought together a group of people to turn the state in support of marriage equality. And we had been through so many cast changes, actors dropping out, moving out of state left and right. One of the female leads dropped out. I was forced to go on stage, just everything. But still, this pivotal moment, we were still missing our Emerson. And finally, Lisa came to me and said, look, I know this guy. He'd be great. I said, fine, wonderful, sight unseen, I can do it. So it was Tuesday, we opened on Friday, we did 5 shows in 3 days. And so Tuesday, Isaac showed up for rehearsal and just captured it. He was Emerson. I had the great privilege of having to deliver my first solo song. And I'm a choir director. I love to sing in a group. I've never been known as a soloist. But I had the great privilege of being able to sing Isaac. So this is the phenomenon from that show.
What have you done today? to again thank everyone for your stories, for your memories, for your fun times, for your hard times. I think that Isaac would want us to be together today and farther, supporting each other, lifting each other up. He lifted so many of us up. And the little 4'11" guy, he could carry the world on his shoulders. So to close this out, this portion of our day out, we're going to say a communal prayer, and if the audience would please, I'll read a line, and then you all respond with the lines that are in bold. In the rising of the sun, and in its going down, we remember. In the blowing of the wind, and in the chill of winter, we remember. In the opening of buds, and in the rebirth of spring, we remember. In the blueness of the sky, and in the warmth of summer, we remember. In the rustling of leaves, and in the blueness of autumn, we remember. In the beginning of the year, and when it ends, we remember. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember. So long as we live, she too shall live. For he is not farthest, and we remember. All right, that's it.